Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I decided, or actually, I should say, we decided to be a little bit more spontaneous. So, what we're going to do, Jan from New York City and I, we're going to have a little chat, a little Q&A back and forth about the dollar store. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let Jan start, and then we're going to do like a ping pong effect, and I'll come back to you.
Steve, one of the things I love. Hi guys, hi everybody. How you doing? Thanks so much for having me on, Steve. One of the
Sure.
fun things about Steve and I, when we get into conversations, we always want to share certain things with you guys. And one of the things that just ends up happening is all roads lead to trying to keep our money, if we possibly could. And so, of course, we ended up talking about things like the dollar store. And literally, there are some yays and there are some nays to some of the items. So we decided to have a little bit of fun this evening and literally just throw each other like a lightning round of yay or nays. Steve, do you want to ask me first, or should I ask you first, or we're going to go one item at a time, whatever one you want?
Yeah, we're
Back.
gonna do we're gonna do one at a time. I'll You can go ahead and go first. That's fine, and
Okay.
then I'll come back to you.
All right. So, guys, you could participate too. Let us know how you feel in Steve's comment section below. And don't forget to smash down the like button for Steve. All right. All right, Steve, I'm just going to roll this one at you. I have no idea how you really feel about this, but you might have told me a while back. But how do you feel about dollar store garbage bags?
That is a nay, and let me tell you, avoid like the plague, and I mean it just as you hear me. Um, I don't think their quality trash bags are all that great. Um, Most people don't realize every a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm going to go buy a trash bag." Reach down, reach across, grab, I have trash bags. No, that's not how it works. You need to look at the mil, the MIL. The closer you can get to 1 mil, 1.1, 0.95, the more you can go that direction, the stronger the bag. If you go 0.69, 0.50, the shoddier the bag. It's a worse quality. So you have to look at the mill, the thickness of the bag that you're buying.
Wow,
Anytime,
I never heard of that terminology. Thank you for
yeah,
that.
sure, you're welcome. No, you have to look at the mill of the bag that you're buying. Be very careful. And all the ones that I've come across at the dollar store have not been that great. So I would avoid that one like the plague.
Wow. Thanks for explaining that. I have to look for that. You know what's interesting about that, Steve, for a second? They make the picture look like everybody else's kind of picture on even the heavier, stronger bags. That's
Hmm.
interesting about that mill thing. Have to
Yeah.
take notice.
Now I have one for you. I have the answer to this, but I'll ask you. How do you feel about dollar store toilet paper?
Okay. I think it's like deceptive in my opinion because like years and years ago, like when you don't know too much about things, you're trying to economize. Like I would go into the dollar store, look, oh, look at all this bundle and bundle. Looks like a big abundant package. And then you bring it home only to find out like it's just going way too fast than normally. So they're not really giving you what you think. The packaging looks deceiving with all those rolls. You really have to count the volume of it. There are certain ways, and the ply, like one ply versus two ply, and you have to learn about that kind of stuff. But yeah, looks deceiving in that case.
Well,
I
I'm
avoid
not.
it.
I do too, and I'll be honest with you. When it comes to toilet paper, I've been loyal to one brand. People, some people don't care for it because it's only a one ply toilet paper. Um, I've always been partial to the Scott brand or one that's close to it,
I'm with you.
primarily because you get 1,000 square feet per roll. Now, I'm not what you call a big toilet paper user, regardless of what brand it is, because I have, other means of, taking care of that issue, because I have been known to get in the bathtub. I hope I'm not too much information by saying this, but I'm one to get into the bathtub and take care of it with soap and water because it's more hygienic. So I
Yes.
tend to go that direction without going any further. But but if I am going to use a toilet paper, I do prefer, like I said, a Scott or something that is comparable to it or pretty close
Yes.
to it. But as far as the dollar store toilet paper, no, because you're not sure. 4 or 6 rolls for $1 sounds good, but how long is it going to last you? Think about that.
Right. And
So,
Markel is very close. Markel, I think, is the next best closest
mhm,
to Scott, in my opinion. Also, Steve, the plumbers really love it when people buy those types that keep saying they're comfy and they're softer. Those are the ones that could really wreck your plumbing. So keep that in mind.
mhm, yeah,
All right, so I have one for you, Steve. What do
okay.
you think about dollar store sandwich cookies or butter cookies?
Actually, I give that a yay. I've had pretty good success with some Dollar Tree cookies. Matter of fact, one of the ones that you mentioned to me that I have gone out not too long thereafter and purchased was the little Dutch made butter cookie. Um, those are actually rather good. You can eat
They're
4
good.
or 5 of those. They're not but about 120, 130 calories. They're great for dipping in milk or coffee. I've also bought their peanut butter cookies. I've also had their lemon cookies, little Dutch made. No, I I praise any pretty much any store Dollar Tree cookie. I'm perfectly fine with them. Yes.
I'm with you on that. So with you. Even those cute little, they have these like little tins of, they look so cute. They little tins of butter cookie, not necessarily the Royal company, Royal Dance, another brand. They're cute for carrying. You go, a little visit to someone unexpected. You walk in, you have a little something to have with your cup of coffee there. But yeah, I'm thumbs up on the dollar store cookies.
Okay. All right. I have personally never bought any that I can recall from the dollar store. But I have, like I said, I do have Aldi, but that's a whole other place altogether. Have you ever tried dollar store, I guess even Dollar Tree instant coffee?
Actually, I have. It's not. It was like maybe years ago. They called it Family Dollar or something to that effect. This was in the borough of Queens at the time, and I purchased it. And it wasn't that it was horrible. But there was no taste. It was like kept trying to
Oh,
taste it. And then another time I was visiting someone and they said it was instant, but it tastes like a burnt pot
oh
of
no.
coffee. So I didn't have much luck with that, but maybe there are other brands that I might have better luck with in the dollar store.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. So Steve, here's a question for you. What about like things like shampoo or conditioner?
I give that a yay. There have been a few brands that I have bought from the dollar store tree, whatever you want to call it, because I know they're two different things, but still. I have bought brands like VO5. That's not too bad.
No,
That name's been around ever since I can remember. Another one that's not too bad is I've bought a brand called White Rain. That's pretty
oh,
good.
White Rain has been around since I'm a child. Yes.
Right. So those are a couple brands that I have tried that are
Mm,
pretty good quality. Whenever I'm on a budget, I have no problem purchasing that in place of, say, something along the lines of Pantene. Pantene is usually something that I normally use. I usually get the 2-in-1 where the shampoo and the conditioner is in one bottle. I usually get that. Yes, it's more money. And I also, from time to time, I also like to keep a little bit of Head and Shoulders on hand. But I have bought VO5 products, White Rain, and I think VO5 might have a dandruff one. It's not too bad. It'll definitely do in a pinch.
it does the trick.
It does what it's supposed to, but sure, I have no problem with it. No.
No, I've tried those too. I agree with you. And there's another company, very budget friendly, called Suave.
Yes. Yep. Familiar with that. That's another
And
good one.
yeah, it actually comes back to a very, I can't think of the name right now, but they used to sponsor the What's My Line show back in the day. This company, it's like a subsidiary or something from that original company from back in the day. So it's not like a unknown company.
Are you thinking of Breck?
It's I can't. I tried to remember. No, Breck was a separate brand, but that was good too. That was a
That
good
was,
brand.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
going back. You also had Prel.
Yes. Yes.
Now we're starting to unravel a lot of older shampoo
Yes.
names, but yeah, no, I have no qualms or anything, no issue with the dollar store brand. Like I said, I've bought the two and I've been perfectly okay with it. So
There you go.
yeah.
So
Um,
you have one for me?
okay. The next one, um, I don't recall ever trying it, but I think you have. How about their tea bags?
Oh, the tea bags. High five. Run, don't walk. Get them if you like original black tea, like I do. I'm yeah. I'm not saying that I wouldn't drink the flavorful ones, but let's say I have like a stomach that's not feeling great. I just want straight regular tea, the kind was weaned on, because the other one is so expensive, and what I'm paying for is like all this fancy packaging. This does the
Yeah.
trick. You open it up, has like a little drawer. It you just take it out. You don't even have to unwrap it. It's very basic tea. Run, don't walk. I strongly suggest to get it. It's only like 2 cents a bag, literally.
Wow. Yeah.
Think
Okay.
about like $1.25 for 100 bags. I mean, all
That's
right, it's
cheap.
a little more than that, but still, it's cheap.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no
Mm,
to that. That's actually a good price.
good. Hey, Steve, I have a question for you. How about canned chili?
I have no problem with it. I give it a yay. I have bought everything from a brand called Southgate, which I really like. Southgate, you can open it and literally dump it out of the can without having to use a spoon to get it out. That's one that I have no
Wow,
problem. Another brand that I've been loyal to for a long time is Armor brand, with a blue label.
it is good.
Yeah, but I have found Armor at the dollar store, but the Southgate is not half bad. It is very, very good. I was just talking to a subscriber in the comments about Little Dutch Maid also has a Cheez It cracker of their brand that is pretty good. That is not too far away in taste from, say, the actual Cheez It. And what I like to do is I like to eat it right out of the box, or I like to put it in my chili.
Wow.
But I give it a thumbs up on the chili. You cannot go wrong at all with their quality, I
I'm going
think.
to have to try that brand that you mentioned, because I believe I heard you. Yeah, you did mention this a while ago. I
I
have
did.
to try that.
Yeah. Okay. One of the ones I have, I've never bought it. I've seen it tons of times, but I think you might have at one point. What about their pasta?
I have tried dollar store type pasta. They're usually in a clear wrapper, from my recollection. I actually personally like the clearly, excuse me, please, clearly wrapped pasta. I could look at it. I could tell if it's pretty fresh, even without looking at the date. Really, I have like an eye for it. Totally no problem with it.
Okay, yeah, that kind of reminds me of another brand of pasta that comes in a clear wrapper plastic called Vinci Pasta.
Yes,
You can actually see what's going on as you. It's not in a box. You know, you're
right.
kind of scratching your head, wondering, how good is this? No, it's all out in the open. Okay, that's good to know. I'll have to give it a try sometime.
Okay. Let me see. Are you going to give me one, or should I give you one?
It's your turn.
Yeah, okay, I'll wake up. It's on my end. Excuse me. Steve, what do you think about plastic food savers, containers, things of that nature?
Okay, I have had good success. I give it a yay, but it also depends on which one you buy. There was one that I bought with a green lid on top. I don't remember the brand name right off. I'm not going to look it up at the moment. Maybe I should have, but I've mentioned it in the past. It's very flimsy. The lid just sits on there. It doesn't snap in place. I don't like it. And if you're not careful when you pick it up, it'll fall out of your hand. So I prefer something along the lines of the Betty Crocker brand, which has got a red lid. And when you put it down on there, it literally snaps in place. You can hear it a little bit. So if I'm
Amazing.
either that or something along the lines of, say, something, I think there's another brand called Sterilite, I think you say. Um,
Yeah, Sterilite. I don't know if it's still in existence, but I used to get it. I used to get that about, I would say about 5 to 10, maybe 10 years back.
10
But
years
it
back.
worked.
Yeah, but be careful when you go to buy plastic storage containers. I do highly recommend the Betty Crocker one with the red lid. That's probably the best one you're going to get for the money, but avoid at all costs the one you see. If you see one with a green lid, avoid. Don't buy it. I'm telling you this from experience. They didn't last long around me.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so my next one, and I have no problem with it. Toothpaste. I have bought Dollar Tree, Dollar Store toothpaste. Matter of fact, that's where I get it. Um, I have one of three. Primarily, I use Pepsodent, but I have two other fallbacks, AIM and Ultra Bright. But I have no problem using Dollar Store, Dollar Tree toothpaste because to me, it's every bit as good, if not better, than a two, three, or a $4 tube of toothpaste. And I've tried a few different ones along the way.
right.
So, have you ever
Yes, I just,
had?
yeah, I have used AIM. I didn't know that you were still able to get those other names that kind of like ring a bell, like from back in the day. Excuse me, please. And yes, AIM works to me. AIM has a really good flavor. The gel green one, it's like a clear
Yeah.
gel, has good flavor.
Hmm.
For whitening, I use another product that I don't get at the dollar place. But as far as actually using to utilize to brush your teeth, I've had zero problem with AIM. Zero.
Yeah. The right now I'm having a little bit of an issue trying to locate Pepsodent.
Mm.
Um, the only one right now I'm using Colgate Sparkling White with baking soda. It's
Oh,
not bad for what it is, um, but I do.
are
Um,
you still able to get that at the $1.25 level, or is that a different price altogether?
um, no, it's still $1.25. Yeah.
I have a question for you. What do you feel? How do you feel about hydrogen peroxide?
Um, I have no problem with it. To me, whether it is hydrogen peroxide or alcohol, I'm okay with it. I give it a yay because to me, whether you get it there or if you buy it at Walmart or CVS or Walgreens or any place like that, to me, hydrogen peroxide or alcohol is the same no matter where you get it, basically. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Um, as far as I know, it's the same thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There is one thing I don't know if you're going to ask me that. Let's see what's the last thing you're going to ask me. Maybe we're on this.
Well, the last one I was going to ask you, I'm opposed to it. I don't care for them. Batteries.
Oh, I'm with you.
I guess I got my answer. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dollar Store Tree, whatever you want. I've got Dollar Tree.
That's okay.
Um,
Everybody knows what we mean. The dollar places.
so I would much rather, if I'm not going to go that route. Matter of fact, I have one here. If I'm not going to go, I have a Rayovac in my hand.
Oh wow.
Well, I prefer Duracell if I'm going to use anything, but Rayovac is a couple of steps up, maybe three from the dollar store. It's in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it, but no, don't buy any batteries at the dollar store, and I'm telling you that from experience.
And I have a pet peeve one too, Steve. Like you with the batteries, my pet peeve one is their idea of what they consider aluminum foil.
Ugh,
Oh,
no,
horror, nightmare,
don't do it.
awful.
I'm going to tell you guys, all of you, if you can, that I am brand loyal to. Do stick with
Me too.
Reynolds. Reynolds is the only brand you need to buy. Yeah, you're going to pay a dollar or two more for it,
Me
but
too.
that's been around ever since I can remember. So be
Yes.
careful with that. Okay.
Wow. This was fun.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. That's all that I have here.
Me
I just have
too.
you
Me
two.
too.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys got any, incentive or help or, some clues about what and what not to buy or you didn't know, now you do from our experience. But
Let us know
okay.
how you feel about some of those items too in the comments.
Yeah, we would love to know how you feel. All right. Well,
Steve, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
sure, no problem. I'm really glad that you were able to stop by. All right, everybody. Like I said, this was a spontaneous video and just something we thought of last minute. And I will see you guys back here on Recipe Tuesday. See you then. Bye.